Lovely. Shruti, Jingar, Harshita, Chinmay, all of you. Answers are correct. Fine. So it is 2. Lovely. Cos square pi by 8 plus cos square 3 pi by 8 plus cos square 5 pi by 8 plus cos square 7 pi by 8. Fine. So we know cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. And we know that cos theta is sin 90 minus theta. So if we have sum 90 degrees is pi by 2. Sum two angles add up to pi by 2. We are through. This is pi by 8. Pi by 8 plus 3 pi by 8 is 4 pi by 8. That might work. So these two, the angles add up to 90. And there, 5 pi by 8 and 7 pi by 8, they don't add up to 90. That's a bit of a problem. 5 pi by 8, cos square 5 pi by 8. You can think of it as cos of 4 pi by 8 plus pi by 8. Cos pi by 2 plus pi by 8. Cos square 7 pi by 8. I can think of it as cos of cos square pi minus pi by 8. And so this can be thought of like that. That can be modified like that. These two, cos square pi by 8 cos square 3 pi by 8, those two add up to pi by 8 and 3 pi by 8 add up to pi by 2, 90 degrees in the bag. So I can take this and say this is cos square pi by 8 plus sin square pi by 8 equal to 1. I want to modify this. 5 pi by 8 we think of it as 4 pi by 8 plus pi by 8. 7 pi by 8 we think of it as pi minus pi by 8. Right? So let's attack these two. These two add up to 1. This is cos square pi by 2 plus pi by 8 plus cos square pi minus pi by 8. 90 plus pi by 8, cos will become sine. I don't even have to worry about plus or minus because there's a square sitting here. This is sine square pi by 8. 180 minus will stay as cos square pi by 8. Technically this will be minus cos pi by 8 the whole square minus sin pi by 8 the whole square. Doesn't matter, I'm squaring this. Sin square pi by 8 plus cos square pi by 8. These two also add up to 1. The first two add up to 1. The next two add up to 1. Plus 1 plus 1. Coming back to sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. And we know that sin theta is cos of 90 minus theta. Cos theta is sin of 90 minus theta. If some two angles add up to 90, you're through. The first two, as it turns out, add up to 90. Brilliant. The next two don't add up to 90. This is 5 pi by 8 plus 7 pi by 8. It is 12 pi by 8. 3 pi by 2 add up to 270. We can think of it as cos square theta plus cos square 270 minus theta, which is sin square theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta, again 1.